is Eileen Kavanaugh, and I am the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Holyoke. Boys and Girls Club of Greater Holyoke is a youth development organization that has actually been located in the city of Holyoke for 127 years. We are the 25th oldest club in the nation, actually, being a member of the Boys and Girls Club of America, their national affiliation. We operate 5 sites in Holyoke. We have our main club here located at 70 Nick Cosmos Way, and then we serve additional youth and families in 4 satellite units that are located in our public housing communities in partnership with Holyoke Housing Authority. They're located at Tefford Apartments, Bowdoin Village, Churchill Units, and Lyman Terrace. We serve on average about 350 kids a day, and in the course of the year we'll see over 3,000 youth come through our doors in some way or another. We operate within 3 priority areas of programming, 3 priority areas of programming: academic success, healthy lifestyles, and good character and citizenship. And so the intent is that all of our programs and services that we're offering our youth fall within one of those program areas, with the idea that when youth are exposed to those priority areas, they have better chances of becoming a productive, caring, competent, contributing member of our community. And we serve youth ages 5 to 18, plus often are acting as programs and referral services for families. We operate a high-set class 4 mornings a week in partnership with Holyoke Community College. Actually, I've been operating that for several years now. That's geared towards young people ages 17 to 24 who have disengaged from traditional school and are ready to re-engage and to obtain their high set, also providing a nice pathway to perhaps continue their education at HCC or gain employment somehow. We operate and rely very heavily on volunteers of all abilities. The reality is that volunteers allow us to provide more individual attention to our youth, which is really essential. And then they also act as really good ambassadors to the program. So if volunteers come in and have a positive experience within our organization, within one of our programs or our sites, then they're going back out into the community and highlighting that with friends, neighbors, family members. And so it allows them to act as good ambassadors on behalf of our organization as well. Not to mention there's an incredible amount of talent and expertise that can come from volunteers that we rely on very much as well. So volunteers can be used within special programs and opportunities. So if there's a special skill or hobby that the volunteer wants to bring into the club, we're very happy to make that available. But there's also just some general skills that volunteers can come in, volunteers who like to work with youth, volunteers that may have a priority wanting to do literacy support or math support or academic support of some kind. Volunteers who may be interested in sports and recreation, that's a large part of our programming as well. So volunteers who might have a skill within that want to run a basketball clinic or a softball pitching clinic or something along that lines, we're really happy to be working with volunteers in that manner as well. We've also had the privilege of being able to work with Holyoke community students in particular who have come in and offered special opportunities with us. Perhaps it's a class that's interested in marketing and has helped them taken a review and given us feedback on our marketing materials. There might be a class that is studying nonprofit management of some sort and again is coming in and providing feedback and review of our nonprofit management, our management services here as well. And so we really like to think that we have a lot of opportunities for volunteers to get involved in the Boys and Girls Club. We try to maintain a flexible schedule, knowing that volunteers may or may not have time to make a large commitment to the organization, and we want to be flexible with them because we don't want to miss out on the wonderful opportunity of being able to work with somebody who may be bringing a special skill or expertise to our kids. So we really try hard to provide a wide variety of activities and opportunities for our kids. This is about engaging kids and getting them interested in things that they may never have experienced before. So being able to work with a wide range of volunteers provides that opportunity for us, which is just really wonderful. So In terms of how to get involved in the Boys and Girls Club, and like I said, we welcome all kinds of experiences, and would be that we have a website, www.hbgc.org. We also have a Facebook page called Holyoke Boys Club, and an Instagram site as well. You're also welcome to just call the main office here at 534-7366 and use my extension 111. I'd be happy to sit down and talk with you about how you might get involved. I just have to say that in my year's experience working with this Boys and Girls Club in particular, and working with youth in the city of Holyoke, volunteerism is such an important part of sustainability for an organization like the Boys and Girls Club. And so I mentioned earlier that it definitely allows us to give more individual attention, but the feedback and expertise that people can bring into an organization and expose kids to, it's just amazing, and we rely very heavily on it, and we're very appreciative of volunteers and want to make sure that we're recognizing their value and time as much as they recognize ours. So we're very appreciative of any kind of volunteer opportunities here at the club.